Welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Another ride-along video today. But the question you're probably wondering is that why is Jeff appearing not at 6 p.m. Eastern? Well, the answer is that there's so much going on lately, and there's so much going on this week that I thought I'd do a second video today to try to share some of that other information. Plus, I have a pretty interesting series that I'm doing Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday this week for Nexo and Celsius and asset lending, and try to explain those things. And it's the first 3 editions of that series. I don't know if I'm going to do more. I'm probably going to have to answer questions that people will have, which is fine. This is an interactive process. That's what I signed up for. That's why I have this channel, which, by the way, is about to have its 1-year anniversary. I just realized that I'm a few weeks away. April 1st last year. No, it wasn't an April Fool's joke. I launched both my website and my YouTube channel. So coming up on 1 year, it's been a remarkable ride. I really thank you for joining me on that journey, and I hope that you continue it. But this is a bonus video today so that I can get more information out. Talk about what's coming this week, talk about some of the news that needs to be discussed, watch my pillows fall down as I hit the stop at a red light. But hey, you know what's in the background. So what's going on? First off, I got some feedback. It was constructive feedback, and I completely understand. The audio is not great on the Nexo video. I'm, again, still working in my studio. It's a new computer. But I'm on my way right now to go pick up some new microphone sets that I learned from one of the best, which is Economic Ninja. And Travis, he uses the Rode microphones, and that's what I'm going to go pick up right now, bunch with another stuff with up to my office. So there's that. But the piece of news I wanted to share, I could take these off now because the sun's not in my face, but the piece of news that I wanted to share, and I'll wrap it into what it means for crypto, but it is a piece of crypto news. Wow, easy for me to say. Slow down, Jeff. Crypto news. Just last night and today, the European Union was trying to vote on approving or disapproving of cryptocurrencies, and one of the things that they were going to approve or disapprove was proof of work. Now, for those of you who don't know, proof of work is anything that's mined, any cryptocurrency that's mined, and it talks a lot about the energy. And I'll post a link to it in the description because I'm driving along, but I'll be sure to share it probably later this week on another video. But there's an interesting infographic that shows how little Bitcoin really, how much energy it really consumes. It's less than the gold industry. It's less than the appliances probably running in most people's houses across any given country. It's really a ridiculous argument. But I'll post that video. I've seen it on 2 different videos just this past weekend. I think it was Lark Davis, and I think it was George over Cryptos R Us. Both very good channels. But they use the same infographic from Masari comparing different industries of the energy consumption, and Bitcoin's way low compared to gold and a bunch of other appliances and a bunch of other industries, so, and banking too. So just running the ATMs in the banking network costs more energy than Bitcoin. So it's a moot argument. But that was the story that came out Sunday night, which you probably saw a dip in the price of Bitcoin if you were paying close attention. And then it started to crawl back up, and it's probably going back up right now because the European Union did not pass that rule to ban proof of work cryptocurrencies. And that would have been a major implication against Bitcoin, which is the #1 proof of work. Ethereum is still proof of work because they haven't flipped over completely to proof of stake. Who knows when that's going to happen. Litecoin, Dogecoin, Dash, a number of others. Anything that's mined. Ethereum Classic. If you're running a mining rig that solves math equations, that's to get the next block solved. That is proof of work. It's pretty much generation 1 of cryptocurrency, and other things have moved on proof of stake like Cardano and Divi, Polkadot, you name it. Most currencies since then are proof of stake because it's easier to implement. You don't have to spend out the capital to buy the miners and so on. But that piece of FUD, that piece of news that came out last night, is already refuted just a mere 8 hours or so later. So that's how fast the things can move, but also what can influence the prices. And more of Bitcoin is off of these exchanges, so the volatility increases as the supply of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on these exchanges go down. Everyone relies on the price over at Coinbase or Binance or Gemini, Kraken, you name the major exchanges, they all pretty much have bots to keep the price even with one another, to remove the arbitrage, because you don't want to be buying Bitcoin at 37,000 on Binance and selling it for 40 on Coinbase. They don't like that, and that's arbitrage. So they have crypto bots to try and keep that balanced. So that story, in a matter of 8 hours, 12 hours or less, I'll say 12 hours or less, we've gone from last night where Bitcoin dipped to now it didn't pass. So Bitcoin is just fine again. Really, the news cycle, less than 24 hours, one piece of news just radically impacts the pricing. It's crazy. So again, the reason I'm out here, I want to give more information. There's so much going on, gives you some context. Again, up here, stay tuned for the Nexo series. I did episode 1 last night. Episode 2 airs tonight at 6. Episode 3 airs Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm going to pause and wait for feedback, and then I'll probably do a few more after that. But I want to give people also an idea of what's coming up for myself over the next 3 weeks, including the 1-year anniversary of my website, and also of this YouTube channel. On the weekend of October 25th, that happens to be Litecoin Day. That's the 84th day of the year. So since there's 84 million of Litecoin, that's when it's celebrated. I'll be in Oklahoma City along with Patrick, Debbie Daddy, and Justin from Viva Capital. We'll all be there supporting Litecoin Lisa and her events that weekend. There's Bitcoin Day, and there's also Litecoin Day. So, and there's a meetup, and I've got the details on clintwestwood.net right at the top. But I'll copy and paste that information as well into the description later on for this video. Lastly, what else? I talked about the Nexo series. The AMAs. This week's AMA is for CryptoConfidential. Again, speaking of Nexo, we're going to be talking about living the crypto life. That's part of the reason I made this series, to get that conversation going over there. But I think it's good content for everyone to see. And also, as far as other appearances, in the second weekend of April is Bitcoin 2022. I'll be there the entire week in Miami, as will Patrick and a number of people of Viva Capital. And there's a good chance that we're going to be at Shitcoin as well. And I'm in talks with them, probably talking to them tomorrow about doing some type of speaking engagement with them as well. Whatever they want. I know several of the people that are going to be over there, Miss Teen Crypto, Rice TVX is going to be there, Ken Bozak's there. So a number of people that I've met over the last couple of years, and I've spoken next to or with. It's another opportunity to give back to the community, so I'm going to be looking to do that. So, lots said today. Again, stay tuned for the video at its normal time later this evening. I just wanted to get this out there and give you ideas. Like, I've got the AMA for CryptoConfidential this Wednesday, and I'm probably going to skip a week, and then the last Wednesday of the month, which happens to be the 30th or 31st of March, I'm going to be doing my AMA for my Patreons. And if you want to join Patreon, you'll get the real news, and we can share a lot more stuff of what's really going on, and it's going to be behind that $5 paywall. And if you want the AMA, it's the $20 level. So that's about it for today. Stay tuned for a few hours for the Nexo stuff, and I love your feedback. Like and subscribe, share these videos. I hope we are helping people move forward. I hope you've enjoyed this channel and it continues, and I'm always looking for feedback of what you guys want to see, because you're the audience. You tell me what you want to know. So with all that said today, I'm going to close the door in the bureau, put the shades back on, say follow the leader, and I'll see you next time. Maybe even a few hours. Take care.